Season 1 of The Wheel of Time introduces the Aes Sedai, a group of women able to channel the One Power, which grants them various magical abilities. Years ago, the One Power drove its male channelers mad, leading to a powerful male channeler named Luz Telamon, the mythical dragon, to tear the world apart. Now, many members of the Aes Sedai wish to destroy all male channelers to prevent another world-breaking event. Aes Sedai channeler Moiraine believes that the dragon has been reborn, and travels with her loyal companion Lan to seek out what she believes is the key to saving the world from the evil incarnate Dark One. Moiraine and Lan discover 4 possible candidates for the Dragon Reborn in a small village known as Two Rivers: Rand, Mat, Perrin, and Egwene. Rand has long harbored a love for Egwene, who wishes instead to become the town's wisdom, or lead healer, who are forbidden to marry. When the Dark One sends his beast, the Trollocs, to attack Two Rivers and kill the candidates, Moiraine helps them fight back. Moiraine successfully saves the village and defeats the Trollocs, but during the battle, Perrin accidentally kills his wife Layla, and the village wisdom Nynaeve is captured. The Two Rivers villagers flee with Moiraine and Lan, heading for the Aes Sedai's home in the White Tower. To evade the pursuing Trollocs, the group enters the cursed ruins of Shadar Logoth. While inside the ruins, the group are separated. Mat finds a mysterious dark dagger and steals it while fleeing with Rand. Perrin and Egwene escape together, while Lan flees with an injured Moiraine before running into Nynaeve, who killed her Trolloc captors and is wanting to reunite with her Two Rivers friends. As Rand and Mat continue their journey, the stolen dagger begins to corrupt Mat with its darkness, while Rand discovers that he has inhuman strength. When Rand and Mat are attacked by a Fade, a monstrous follower of the Dark One, they are saved by a powerful and mysterious stranger named Tom, who battles the Fade and allows the two friends to escape. Perrin and Egwene encounter a non-violent group known as Tinkers on their journey, where Perrin discovers that his fits of rage may connect him to wolves, while Egwene discovers that she is a channeler. The duo are captured by the White Cloaks, who want to end all magic, and they violently torture Egwene to reveal her connection to the One Power. Egwene and Perrin use their newfound abilities to fight back against the White Cloaks and escape. Moiraine, Lan, and Nynaeve join a group of Aes Sedai who have captured Logain, a male channeler claiming to be the Dragon Reborn. Logain escapes his magical binds and attacks the group, injuring them all and mortally wounding Lan. Nynaeve manages to channel a massive amount of magic from the One Power, healing everyone, including the nearly dead Lan. The Aes Sedai then combine their strength to permanently sever Logain from the One Power. Moiraine, Lan, Nynaeve, and the Aes Sedai then take Logain to the city of Tar Valon to stand trial. Siuan Sanche, the leader of the Aes Sedai and Moraine's secret lover, sentences Logain to lifetime imprisonment. Moiraine, Lan, and Nynaeve are then reunited with the other Two Rivers villagers, who have all successfully made their way to Tar Valon. Moiraine helps remove the darkness from Mat and store it once more inside the dagger. With the allies now all healed and reunited, even making a new Ogier ally named Loial, the group heads off to a magical waygate, which could lead them to the Eye of the World, where they will confront the imprisoned Dark One and discover the true Dragon Reborn. As the group enters the waygate, Mat chooses to stay behind to forge his own path. The group exit the waygate in the city of Fal Dara, where they take rest before their journey through an evil wasteland known as the Blight to reach the Eye of the World. Throughout their night of rest, Lan and Nynaeve confess their love to each other, and Lan reveals himself to be the heir of a kingdom destroyed by the Blight. Moiraine speaks to a seer named Min Farshaw, who reveals that all of the candidates are somehow connected, and Moiraine confesses to them that only the true Dragon Reborn would survive the journey to the Eye. Thinking back on his past and his journeys, Rand realizes that he is a channeler and the son of a powerful maiden that died in battle and gave him to a fellow soldier to raise as his own. Rand determines that he must be the Dragon Reborn and joins Moiraine to leave for the Eye without his friends, sparing them from an inevitable death. As Moiraine and Rand attempt to defeat the Dark One, the villain sends an army of Trollocs to attack Fal Dara. The Trollocs greatly outnumber the Fal Dara army, killing the city's leader, Lord Algamar. Before the city is completely overrun, Nynaeve and Egwene join a small group of channelers to combine their powers and destroy the Trolloc army. The exertion of power kills every channeler except for Nynaeve and Egwene. Although the city is saved, it is left in chaos. Perrin finds the Horn of Valere, which can summon the greatest warriors from throughout history, but he is betrayed by a man named Padan Fain, who reveals himself to be a dark friend, killing Loial and stealing the horn for himself. Moiraine gives Rand a sa'angreal, an ancient object with the absorbed power of past male channelers, and the two enter the Eye to confront the Dark One. Inside the Eye, the Dark One easily overpowers Moiraine and severs her from the One Power, then tries to manipulate Rand into releasing him from his imprisonment by promising a happy future family with Egwene. Rand sees through the trick and uses the sa'angreal to further imprison the Dark One, fearing he would go mad like past male channelers. Rand asks Moiraine to tell his friends that he died before leaving on his own. When Lan finds the powerless Moiraine, she warns him that they had not yet fought the last battle against the Dark One, and that the battle was actually just beginning. As the season comes to a close, a fleet of channelers arrive on the western shores, using their powers to generate a tsunami that engulfs everything in its path. In Season 2 of The Wheel of Time, several months have passed and the friends of Rand are still under the false belief that he has died in a final battle against the Dark One. But unbeknownst to them, Rand is still alive and hiding out in the city of Cairhien. While unbeknownst to Rand, it wasn't even the Dark One that he had faced inside the Eye, but instead Ishamael, one of the 8 immortal channelers known as the Forsaken who dutifully served the Dark One. Meanwhile, Moiraine is still struggling with the loss of her powers and begins searching for any way to continue supporting the Dragon Reborn in their fight against evil. Realizing how perilous her mission will be, especially now that she has lost her channeling powers, Moiraine releases Lan from her service as protector and instructs him to return to the White Tower. At White Tower, Nynaeve and Egwene are now novices, training to join the Aes Sedai. Nynaeve is struggling to channel at will, only managing to access her powers when she is angry or afraid. And so Aes Sedai member Liandrin offers to mentor Nynaeve, despite her being banned from training novices due to previously getting one killed. While taking part in a trial to advance from novice to accepted, Nynaeve is tested with a choice of a beautiful life with Lan or continuing to train in the mastery of her channeler powers. Nynaeve's vision of a life with Lan is interrupted by Trollocs, which Nynaeve escapes to fully commit to the Aes Sedai. Elsewhere, Loial has miraculously survived his mortal injuries and joins Perrin on a mission to recover the stolen Horn of Valir. Leading their expedition is Lord Ingtar Shanoa and his Shienaran army, and the group is aided by the tracker Elias. Amidst their journey, the group are captured by Ishamael and his new ally Suroth, the leader of the Shanshan channelers who crossed the ocean to invade the Westlands. As Ingtar and the Shienarans are violently forced to swear fealty to the Shanshans, Elias calls forth a pack of wolves to save himself and Perrin. On the run, Perrin learns that, like Elias, he is a wolf brother who can communicate with wolves and possesses many of their abilities, like heightened strength, rage, and hunting. With his burgeoning powers, Perrin bonds with a wolf named Hopper, and the two plot to rescue the Shienarans from the Shanshans. Amidst their quest, Perrin comes across a White Cloak camp and saved a captured woman named Avienda, who agrees to join his mission. Meanwhile, Liandrin tells Nynaeve and Egwene about Perrin and the Shienarans being captured by the Shanshans, prompting Nynaeve and Egwene to flee the White Tower with their new friend Elaine to rescue them. Unfortunately, Liandrin then reveals herself to be a Black Aja, a member of the Aes Sedai who serves the Dark One, and so she captures the 3 young channelers. Secretly, Liandrin has also captured and imprisoned Mat, wanting to study the effects that the dagger has had on him. While trying to escape his prison, Mat discovers that Liandrin has also captured the seer Min Farshaw, who is plagued by uncontrollable dark visions, including one where Mat stabs Rand. Liandrin eventually releases Mat, but secretly tasks Min to accompany him. On their journey, Min is visited by Ishamael, who has been working alongside Liandrin in the service of the Dark One. Ishamael promises to help rid Min of her visions if she brings Mat to Cairhien. Elsewhere in Cairhien, Rand is now living with the innkeeper Selene, with whom he has developed a romance. While working at an asylum, Rand meets Logain, who is imprisoned there. Rand asks Logain to help him control the One Power without going mad, as all previous male channelers have, but Logain insists that there is no way to fully control the power. As Rand and Selene continue to strengthen their relationship, Moiraine arrives to kill Selene, revealing that the woman is actually a Forsaken named Lanfear, who dutifully serves the Dark One. As Lanfear's dark powers resurrect her, Moiraine and Rand flee the city. Back in the Shanshan settlement in Falm, Ashamael delivers the powerful Horn of Valir to High Lord Turok, while Liandrin arrives to deliver Nynaeve, Egwene, and Elaine to High Lady Suroth. Nynaeve and Elaine manage to escape their captors and flee, though Egwene is presented as a gift to Turok to become his new Damane, an enslaved female channeler. Meanwhile, Moiraine helps Rand enter the world of dreams in the hopes of uncovering Ashamael's ultimate plan. But instead, Rand is confronted by the waiting Lanfear. Lanfear tries to convince Rand to turn on Moiraine, as only Lanfear is powerful enough to protect him from Ashamael. Lanfear also offers to help Rand reunite with his beloved Egwene, who she reveals has been captured by the Shanshins in Falm. After returning to Caerhien, Rand finally reunites with Mat, and the two old friends recount everything they've gone through over the past several months. As Rand prepares to leave to rescue Egwene, Min convinces Mat to not join his friend, as he would be falling right into Ashamael's trap and potentially fulfilling Min's vision of Mat killing Rand. But as Rand begins his journey to Falm, he is instead stopped by Lan, who has brought with him the Aes Sedai's leader, Siuan Sanche. Siuan apprehends Rand, explaining that as the Dragon Reborn, he is too valuable as a weapon against the Dark One to be allowed to risk his life to save Egwene. Lan then learns from Logain that Ashamael did not sever Moiraine's access to the One Power, but instead shielded it. Rand reluctantly asks Lanfear to help his escape from Caerhien, so the Forsaken attacks Siuan, creating enough of a distraction to allow Rand to flee with Moiraine in a reconciled land. Thanks to Logain's revelation, Rand is able to destroy the shield around Moiraine's magic and allow her to channel once again. As the season comes to a close, everyone converges on the Shanshan settlements in Falm. Lanfear teleports Moiraine and Lan away from the battle to a seemingly random beach and sends Rand into the city alone, where he uses his powers to kill Turok and many of his men. Ashamael realizes that Lanfear is no longer loyal to the Dark One and wants to harness the Dragon Reborn's powers for herself. Desperate to defeat Rand, Ashamael captures Mat and reunites him with the Dark Dagger, hoping he will use it to fulfill Min's prophecy and kill Rand. Ashamael then gives Mat a tea to drink that reveals to him his true self, but Mat refuses to touch the dagger and instead manages to escape to help his friends. Amidst this chaos, the White Cloaks arrive to join the war against the Shanshins, while Perrin, Hopper, Avienda, and her allies arrive to rescue Loial and the Shienarans, and Nynaeve and Elaine arrive to free the enslaved Egwene, who in turn kills her channeler slave master Rhenna. During the battle, Ingtar and Hopper are both tragically killed, while Loial steals back the Horn of Valir, which Mat uses to summon an army of ancient heroes to turn the tide of the battle and secure victory for his allies. In the end, Rand, Egwene, Nynaeve, Perrin, and Mat are all reunited and confronted by Ashamael. The evil Forsaken uses ships filled with Shanshan channelers at sea to block Rand's connection to the One Power, and once again tries to convince him to align with the Dark One. And as Mat tries to kill Ashamael, the Forsaken forces him into accidentally stabbing Rand, fulfilling Min's prophecy. Fortunately, Lanfear had knowingly teleported Moiraine to the beach to place her within striking distance of the Shanshan ships, which the Channeler uses her restored powers to destroy. And so the shield around Rand is destroyed, allowing him to channel his magic into the sword given to him by his father and use it to kill Ashamael once and for all. Rand's sword is then destroyed, burning a heron mark into his hand. And with that, Rand is publicly hailed as the Dragon Reborn, savior of the world. But unbeknownst to everyone, Lanfear discovers that all of her fellow Forsaken have been freed, and they will soon come for Rand and his allies.